Part 6. Let's get into it. I'm from Montgomery. This Montgomery. But I was raised by this Montgomery. The city of dreams. So, anybody that's from Montgomery, they know this. Like, anyone that's from Montgomery, they know this. It's a thing where when you travel outside of our city, go out of town for like vacation or anything, just for a period of time, a few days, a week or something, it's something about our city. It's like when you come back to Montgomery, it's like as soon as you cross the city limits, you can tangibly feel the energy draining from you. It's like depression, like the principality of depression is over in the air over Montgomery. And it's wild. Cause just ask anybody from Montgomery. Everybody knows this. Like when you come back to Montgomery, if you're from here, and it might be like that with other people from their hometowns or whatever, I don't know. But I know Montgomery, it's like when you leave Montgomery, as soon as you start coming back into Montgomery, you can feel it on your spirit starts to drain. It don't matter what kind of energy you coming back with, opportunity or whatever you come back with, but coming back to Montgomery after being from here is draining. And as soon as you get back into your old setting, surroundings, or people or whatever you say, it's like they drain you. It's like a spiritual vampire mosquito in the air or something like that. And this is the city of dreams. And it's not much to do around here, not as of yet. They trying to build up downtown. But then you have a lot of us, by being from this city, birthplace of the civil rights movement, shouts out to Rosa Parks, shouts out to Claudette Colvin. And a lot of us are actually trying to put forth or have tried to put forth the effort to make the city a better place. But then you have issues like we want to get everybody together. You get old foes and different community figures to come together and want to do something like throw a Stop the Violence concert. And then you have opposition like your mayor, the first black mayor. And we get word back like we can't have this concert because there's too much violence in the city. Just for the mayor to turn around and throw the same concert for himself for his re-election. I mean, it's like we had our own culture. Back in the early 2000s and everything, people used to actually want to come to this city. We had our own culture. We had our own vibe. It was a fun place to be before certain individuals came and felt like, you know what, I'm gonna say that for something else. Anyway, it's like you grow up depressed here. At some point that just seemed that's just what it was. It wasn't always like that. It's just a depressing city. And I was talking to dude I grew up with. We ended up talking about some things, and he asked me a question about did I think he was negative, a negative person. And honestly, we all are. And we don't understand how. And I had to break it down to him how. I didn't even get personal with him, just him specifically. I mean, we all are, because we got a bad habit of speaking negatively, even though we might not mean any harm. But this say the city of dreams, but this is a city full of hate, jealousy, envy, and cowardice. That goes all the way back to the civil rights movement, when Ralph D. Abernathy was supposed to lead the civil rights movement, but they went and got Martin Luther King because they knew whoever led that movement would get killed. Or that's what they felt when all in truth, when Martin Luther King changed his tune and started going to bring the poor people to the nation's capital and was going to embarrass the nation, that's what got him killed. But as far as the civil rights movement, we always outsource for that. We've been doing that the same way we used to let, oh, you from LA, oh, you from Miami, and then put them on a pedestal, then they just leave us with what we have. But back to our speech, how we sit up there and say, somebody, you might go to your friends or somebody and say, man, I want to do this. I want to start shooting content. You know, we got a bad habit. The first thing that come out of our mouth, man, you ain't gonna do nothing. That's just how we talk. Go straight to joking. Oh man, what kind of content you gonna make? You gonna blah 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 blah. Start joking and start talking down and not understanding that we are speaking negatively. If you had to put it on a spectrum, no in between, no gray area, positive or negative. Like, pay attention to your tongue. The power of the tongue holds life and death. This goes back to depression. This is what the topic is, depression. But this goes back to personal accountability on the person that receives and the person that heals. You know, we keep speaking negatively. We keep speaking defeat. We keep speaking sabotage. We keep speaking failure. And we're so used to speaking it that it's become our native tongue. It's become just normal, you know. And if you had to put it on the spectrum, whether it's positive, negative, or no gray areas, what you're saying? Like, take away the fact that it might be a joke. Take away the fact that it might not mean any harm. What are you saying? Will it fall into positive or negative? So I told him, yes, we are negative. We are. You are a negative person. Yes, we are all negative people. We're negative and we don't really understand it and realize it. And a lot of times when people have come and we have come across people that try to tell us something different than what we are so accustomed to, you know, we shun them, we tear them down. Man, go on, but ain't nobody trying to hear that you preaching and all this type of stuff here. And it's like, for me personally, it wasn't until I got outside the city, got outside the state, went to the feds, till I started truck driving and started traveling, that I saw things different. It's like something just clicked in my head. Like when I went to the feds, and you have people like what's that dude? The dude was Jay-Z homeboy. Yeah, I think he was at Hazleton with me at the same time. Then you had people like with Ferraris and Lambos and M's on their accounts and number zeros on their accounts. You can't even see the first number. Like, these folks was really getting money. Then I was like, damn. Big O ain't really had no money. Damn. Fathead ain't really had no money. Like, it was something to us. We thought you could be rich forever. If you had a certain amount of money, you could do anything you want. You'd be rich forever. And then I actually got exposed to like real money. And then I got exposed to different cultures, which I had always been exposed to different cultures. But like getting out on my own outside of school and everything, it woke me up. I realized I had been lied to. Nobody verbally sat there and lied to me. It's just the collective understanding, the common sense could only see so far of where I'm from. And I'll give an example of when I was in Chicago. I'll come back with part 7, but when I was in Chicago, I was working in the rail yards, and I spoke with some dudes, and they were talking about buying the rail yards. So I'm gonna give you that in part 7.